The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hi, everybody. Sometime in August or September, it's a late summer, early fall episode. I am either in Europe or Canada, depending on. I shouldn't be done with Canada. I am in Ottawa, Toronto, Ottawa, then Kingston, I guess in those orders. All those dates are on my website. We're joined by Paul Oddo.
Hello.
Longtime friend of the podcast, in town from New York. We like having you in. You have a glass of whiskey in front of you.
I do.
Everybody else has one. Trey has copped out and therefore did not pour me one. So cheers, gentlemen, to Trey.
All right. You had already had one and you took it. The shit was full when I double looked.
How do you... Cheers.
Well, cheers.
Young buck.
Yeah, there
Good
you
to
go.
see you guys. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. How is New York these days, Paul?
It's it's a love-hate thing, but it's all right.
Yeah?
I like it most of the time.
Do you see our... we have some good friends out there. Dale Cheeseman, of course.
Yeah. Bob Biggerstaff's my roommate.
Biggerstaff's your roommate.
We
We were going to put him on the podcast and
Yeah, we
ran out of time.
Yeah, I had a one-bedroom that I shared with my ex, and I, instead of moving out, I just told Bob, I was like, I'll build a wall
How...
for you to have a room.
So what did you separate off?
The living room and kitchen are one very large room.
Okay.
So I just cut that in half. And I got metal studs from the hardware place down the block. There's like a lumber yard like 3 blocks away from me. So I got metal studs and I framed it out, and then I put 4 pieces of
Ron
sheetrock.
Swanson. What the fuck?
That's impressive.
But it works.
If you put a gun to my head and say build a wall, I'd say go
Give
find
me
a
$5 billion.
Yeah.
You can learn to reanimate a corpse by watching YouTube videos.
I do believe there's nothing
Yeah.
you can't learn in
You
10
sound
minutes.
like a kid that was beat for not being busy. Like that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, go do something. Go.
I do too many things.
Don't just be still. Go do something.
Yeah.
This thing out here building shit. Fucking hobby. Look what I did, Daddy. Look at this tree house. made out of recycled blinds. Go build something else.
What? Well, no, now hang on. Here's the thing. You are, and this is kind of cool because as an artist, we always have side projects. Like
Yeah.
we all do stand up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. Mm-hmm. But like I draw comic booky shit or I write. We all do sort of thing. You. Unjokingly are a fucking incredible woodworker.
I had a small furniture business with 2 partners that this is
Yes.
Sorry, this is
Bro,
you are the oldest, youngest white man I've ever met.
You're not the first person to say
You're
that.
either a cop or Canadian. You speak like super like, and this is me. I'm going forward. Like no backpedaling in life. And also, I could build Noah's Ark if I put my mind to it.
I'm not nearly as good at making stuff as my partners were, but I mean I'm always eager to not do comedy.
Your therapist
It's essentially
is
what it
stupid.
is.
Alan's stupid. You're supposed to be slaying pussy. Any
Yeah.
dude that could just build shit out of wood, I feel like
It's crazy, man.
should just get a
It's a
fleet
life
of bitches.
If the world ended tomorrow,
doesn't hurt.
but if that
Bad
if
things
the
happened?
EMP hit and we all found ourselves suddenly in an electronic
in the
free
1700s.
environment, yes, how many of us would be dead?
Oh, I'd put a bullet in my head.
You'd be.
That's why I keep the gun.
We'd
with the one
eat
bullet.
you for
Hey, man,
sure.
all the
Yeah.
tools I use work on electricity, so I don't know what we'd be doing.
but you understand the mechanics of.
Sure.
You know how things go together. You
I
know
know more so.
if I asked you to put 2 pieces of wood together without electricity, you could do it.
If we had glue and clamps,
Okay, but, go ahead. What's your?
I can cook my ass off like a caveman. I will survive.
that's a good thing.
You need me.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I
No
know it's
bullshit.
important.
You need me.
Because
But-
there'll be no freezer or refrigerator.
And can you start
Yeah,
the fire?
I'll kill that motherfucker right there.
Can you start the
Fuck
fire?
yes.
All right.
I want to see you chase a fucking squirrel. Fuck you.
He's not catching squirrels. He's cooking them.
I know, but you got to catch the
You're
squirrel.
dead. What are
in
you
the
worried
dark.
about? We shot you in the head, Nate. You
No, I
day
shot
2.
myself. Fucking have at it.
This is how weak my whole family is. Tomorrow is,
So yeah,
2-week notice day, and we're gonna fucking celebrate that. There's a barbecue pit at the house. It probably won't be built, and me and my dad are supposed to do it, so there won't be no ribs tomorrow.
You can do ribs in the oven a
It's
hell of a lot
between
better than
me
you do
and
them on the
him.
grill anyway. I'll show you. I'll tell you how. It's really easy.
It is very easy.
Yeah.
He's blasphemy.
You know what? He's not wrong.
350. Wrap them in foil. Put them in the oven for 4 hours. Take them out. Put them in the broiler with barbecue sauce on them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just salt, pepper, cayenne.
Sam?
No.
Okay, hang on. We got to defer to our two black judges.
All right.
Who one of which has been silently listening. The other one has been a little more active in his seat. He couldn't wait to grab that 3 from the.
Yeah.
So Sam.
Does it work? Fuck yeah, it works.
Okay.
Is it better than the smoker?
Not a smoker.
not.
A smoker.
No, not a
Yeah,
Like if you got a
well-
grill, that's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Like you're just burning them.
Yeah, no. A grill
I'm gonna
is,
sit over here and wonder what the difference is.
A grill is
Yeah,
a grill is direct heat. A smoker is you got an offset firebox that's burning wood,
Right.
and it goes slowly over time, and it absorbs that smoke. And you get that kind of that little skunkiness to it.
That's the shit.
Green egg.
That
tastes like scotch.
Green egg blasphemy. But yes, that takes skill and that takes a lot of time.
Fucking A.
and you can't beat that in an oven. But if you're just talking about grilling ribs, there's no point going outside.
Oh yeah.
He's right. Perfect.
You can finish them on the grill real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's you're still just wasting propane or wood at that time.
Right. It's for show.
It's fucking dumb.
It's so show.
Trey.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I've been disappointed at every white cookout. Like I'm figuring out this is why it don't taste as well.
What? How do you cook ribs?
I don't know, nigga.
I didn't even build the grill.
I don't know how to cook. Hell no. I'll wait on him to come. Look, this is my mind. He on the grill. He doing good. That's what I'm used to seeing.
That's a good way.
Good ribs come from that dude with the
It'll-
ashy ankles at the pit.
Right.
Your cookout.
Uncle Remus.
If you just trust it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
If your cookout didn't start the night before,
Right? I got it.
you fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to start the night before.
See-
Sometimes, like, look, I'll do the whole fucking day before. I'll the whole day. I will smoke a fucking brisket. I will wrap that bitch in foil. I will stick it in a cooler full of ice, and I will let it go down.
Yeah.
And then when you come over, I will relight that grill, and I will stick it on that bitch for an hour, and then chop that bitch up and serve it to you.
Brisket's
if-
tricky, man.
if I
Brisket's
have-
a tricky thing to do.
If I ever barbecue, I just put a hamburger in a skillet, and if I need more food than that, there are too many people at my party.
For sure. I understand that feeling too. See, I didn't even know how to cook before I went to New
way
York.
to make a fucking single serving brisket though, and brisket is so good.
Yeah, it's
That
impossible.
doesn't exist.
I
And it's
know,
hard
but
to
I have.
reheat.
That's why I have
It's hard
friends
to reheat it too.
like y'all.
Yeah, you need that, and that's it. That is why when the fucking EMP goes off, I'm a popular motherfucker, ain't I?
Yes.
You know how I learned to cook ribs in New York. I didn't really know how to cook that well here, and then this barbecue restaurant called Hill Country was opening up when I first moved there, and they advertised it as an authentic Texas barbecue restaurant. So I saw it on Craigslist. So I was like, well,
Oh,
I'll
gotta
go
be.
eat. I'll go eat and see what it sounds like. And I ate, and I was like, this is really good. And then I applied, and the guy was like, well, what cooking experience do you have? I said, I cooked like at home in my yard. And they're like, where are you from? I said, Houston. They're like, oh, well, you're hired. You can work here. So they were just stocking the pond. And they taught me how to cook ribs properly. They had these giant smokers. They only smoke with Texas post oak wood. They had shipped up. I unloaded a lot of those trucks. Wow. A lot of familiar spiders
So,
in there.
so
Yeah.
hang on, that's because they were cooking ribs and everything, right?
Yeah, ribs,
'Cause I was
brisket, chicken. the
I was
whole
like,
thing.
if you got a Texas barbecue restaurant and if you're fucking shipping wood anyway, you should have a separate smoker for your brisket.
They have 3.
And you should ship mesquite into that bitch. If you're gonna pay to ship the wood,
3.
ship mesquite. 'Cause
I had 3 smokers.
because
it's really good.
you're not supposed to cross contaminate your woods.
They even got it stupid where, like, to the level of nerdiness.
I feel
where
that
they-
way about sex.
Yes, that's true. Well, it depends on how hot she is. Really, when it comes. No, it does. I've had this conversation with people. You don't need to touch dicks, but like fucking sharing a chick. Like,
Nope.
that's a whole nother conversation.
Let's
Nobody wants to hear about barbecue. Let's go on to
Yeah,
three-way.
absolutely. Right back into 3
ways.
always 2 chicks.
Gotta
be 2 chicks.
Of
Yeah,
course,
right.
right? You've never fucked a girl with another dude.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's
It has,
nothing.
it's no, there's nothing. I haven't. I was trying
I'm
to think.
not
I was
saying
going to
you
say
need
it's
to.
not. I was going to say it's not. There's nothing homophobic. I don't want to be in the room with another.
Can I tell you a story?
Look at Sam. His face is killing me.
Let his face look down. Let me.
I want to tell you. I want to tell you a quick thing.
Go ahead.
That's not how we got here.
So my ex,
Quickly.
my ex and I had this fucking thing where I was working at a bar and she was jealous about me working at a bar with all these girls around.
Right.
And I don't cheat. I just don't. And
Right.
and I fucking told her, I was like, listen,
That's why you're in therapy. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. But I said, listen, don't worry about it. I would never cheat on you with anything less than 2 women at once.
Right.
As a goof, and it got a laugh out of her, but she's like, well, that's not hard. You could do that anytime. And I said, excuse me?
Really?
Yeah.
And she goes, no, come on.
She has more for her than you, right?
She's like, a guy could get 2 girls to have sex with at any time. I was like, let me ask you a question. Do you think that it's easier for a woman to get 2 men to have sex with her or a man to get 2 women to have sex with him?
Yeah.
And she goes, that's easy. It's easier for a guy to get 2 girls to have sex with him.
I
do agree.
That's nonsense.
I agree.
Hold on. Now this is where we go through a fucking rift.
I already know where this goes. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to know. Write it down like a magic trick.
Here we go. Here we go.
Where I'm going with this because I never saw it coming.
Yeah,
Here you
because
go.
I think I know.
Write it down.
Because I brought
Write your
this-
thoughts down.
Nigga, hold on.
I got into a huge argument with her about this. I was like, "That's fucking crazy."
I think I know what this is at too.
My whole thing is like
Pass the notebook over.
I've always wanted to have 2 chicks
Yes.
have sex at the same time. And she's like, well, whatever. Anyway, so I take her to the bar and I start asking the whole bar full of people. It's like, is it easier for a guy to get 2 girls or a girl to get 2 guys to have sex with them? And the bar was weirdly divided.
What?
Strangely divided.
Well, we're divided.
I know. And I think I know why you think this, but I'm not 100% sure.
Because dudes are homophobic.
Right? That's part of it.
That's all of it.
But it's not gay. First of all, it's like moving a piece of furniture. You're just not. You're not fucking each other.
But
You're
also,
kinda
I just
staying
prefer
high.
furniture that only I fit in.
Obviously, nobody wants to have sex with a girl with another guy.
Right.
If you can't, but if the chick's fucking smoking hot and she's like,
No.
"You want to fuck me?" It's
No.
like, I mean, I guess.
No.
It's a level of hotness for the dude.
Yeah, because
whoever it is.
where I had it in my head was, if a girl says either both of you fuck me or neither of you fuck me.
That's kind of the thing.
Then neither. I'm out.
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
New
about.
dealer.
But that's you. But how
I
many
wanna know.
motherfuckers do you know?
What's your answer?
Who are in?
Okay, you're
no,
right.
I think it's the homophobic thing. But shouldn't a guy just choose that one? Just choose 2 dudes fucking a girl?
I'm so excited that nobody guessed what the thing was that divided everybody.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to rack my brain about because the homophobia aspect of it
I expected that.
makes sense. I understand
Yeah.
America.
Is it the girl? They think she's a piece of shit to let us do that?
No, this is what people. The reason
Yeah.
people think it's harder for a girl to get 2 guys to have sex with her is because in their brain they think that they're all fucking each other. They think that those guys are having sex with each other and the girl.
Right.
And I was like, well, yeah, that's way harder to make happen because that doesn't happen.
Right.
That's just like-
That makes sense.
That's like 2 guys fucking and a girl walks up and is like, can I get in on this?
That's what they think a train
Never
is.
happens.
We get hooked up like a fucking train.
That's like, and in
Human
that
centipede.
context, yeah.
But it's a look, man. I don't do.
Is that a fucking Imagine orgies? Just everybody in a line?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
But
a
I don't.
conga.
I
Come on,
don't.
baby,
Even,
come on now to do that.
I struggle with restaurants with 2 drive-throughs.
Dude, I completely understand.
what dumbass bar was you at?
Jesus
Was this
Christ.
the Texas fucking?
No.
No.
Was this the
New York.
barbecue
It's New
niggas?
York.
Is this what it
New York.
was?
New York.
I just.
It's a weird one, man. And but the thing is like nobody's fucking wrong except for the people that think
'Cause
guys
here's the thing,
are
though.
fucking
And
each other and a chick.
Because
The
if it's
reason-
a guy, those 2
The
girls,
2
are fucking
girls
each
are
other.
absolutely having
They're
sex with one
fucking each
another.
other.
In
Of
my
course
brain,
they are.
in my brain, there is no threesome where the guy is just switching off between the girls and they're patiently waiting.
Of course.
They're
That's
this
in my brain
This
and my
Triforce
reality.
has 3 corners.
They call that Mormonism.
That's
Yeah, that's a weird thing about Mormons. They can't do the 3-ways.
I know they don't.
Isn't that bizarre?
Wait, you can be married to multiple people but
Yeah,
not
you
have sex
can.
with more than one
I just
woman at
found
one
this
time?
out.
Yeah,
They got
I
it.
just found this out.
So the
true.
women aren't lesing out the hole?
No.
Nope.
I said
Nope,
lesing out.
they
I always said-
Jesus don't play that shit. They Jesus don't play that shit.
That's right.
Jesus.
American Jesus does not do 3-ways.
Pamper Jesus.
We got to take a quick break.
Special diaper Jesus.
Joined by Paul.
you have denied me 3 times tonight.
Joined by Paul Oddo. At Paul Oddo on all things social. We're coming back more with him, Sam, Trey, and Rob, and myself, Slade Ham, in just a moment.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Right back. Just because the clock stopped us doesn't mean the conversation's over.
Trey, you were saying.
So
So Paul, you fuck weird. And,
what you?
I just keep my pinky up.
It is like Pancho's raise the flag and come on board.
giving these bitches the fancy dick.
You can only have this dick after 4.
It's all I learned in French class.
So
we
Trey,
were wondering if we could be seen away clear.
Trey, you've
Getting into the threesome.
made the argument that the
I've had regular style threesome, and
What does that mean?
just the 2 bitches, and
Okay.
I had.
Really diminished that.
I'm a feminist,
So you don't care.
I'm a feminist.
my favorite Spin Doctor song was
sure.
2 bitches.
No,
by
what
the way.
you don't understand is
Exactly. What it's like.
So
But finish your thought. I'm sorry.
that is the best one.
I
by the
had
way.
that one. Nah, I think the best one is 2 dudes fucking the girl.
What?
Because it's less of a responsibility with 2 bitches. See, if you by yourself, you on your lonesome. You
Well-
got to figure it out. If you beta like me, you would like a nigga to
Then
chime in and help
then
you
go
out.
do sketch comedy. Do improv.
Well, I
Faggot.
understand.
This
that.
is fucking.
I understand that, but we've already established that I like to do too many things. So that's kind of, it's just a different type of, I guess, whatever. But it's just a fantasy thing, you know? I never had a fantasy of wanting to fuck a girl with another guy. That was
Right.
never a thing I even ever wanted to do. It just kind of happened.
But then,
when I was
like,
in
when it's-
college, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll fuck this girl. And then you just kind of like looking at each other across the girl, being like, you good? Good?
Yeah.
Just kind of giving a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's like, I'm good over here.
So, but do you play musical holes? Do you, or is it? And when
it's pretty
when the
standard.
first dude comes,
It's
does he
pretty
check
standard.
out? Like, does he just get out of the pool?
Yeah,
or
I
does he
bounced.
hang out?
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah, I bounced. I was like,
And
I'm
you
done.
Just, and you just left the 2 of
Yeah.
them.
And that was
Yeah.
it. Y'all cuddle. I'm
Yeah.
going to fucking watch
I love
TV.
the way he talks. How he would do that in a threesome. All right, I was wondering. Okay, so what we'll do here is I'll go
Dude.
first, and then you
know
take
what?
it from the back. I'll go
No,
from the
all
front.
threesomes-
You'll like this.
All threesomes to me start with 2 girls making out, and I happen to be there.
Yeah.
And then, wow, we're just in it.
Yeah, mine was really organic and weird. It was just like a girl I had hooked up with the week before, and then she was at the bar when I worked, and I came back to the bar, and she was there, and I was like, oh, hey, it was really no weirdness. And then she was with another chick, and I was like, oh, hi, how are you? Introduced myself. I worked, and then I noticed them started making out. And then I came up to the girl when the new girl went to the bathroom, and I saw the girl that I had hooked up with. I was like, hey, good for you. I did a shot with her. I was like, I didn't know you went that way. Fucking party. And then she goes, when are we going to fuck again? I was like, why don't you get your friend together and we'll all do it. And she's like, okay. And that's how it kind of worked into it.
That's how they do happen. That's how they happen.
You got to be willing to throw bullets in the
Not
fire.
what happens.
That's-
You don't come home, see your wife, and you go, "Can I get some?" He's already here. That's not.
Right.
I did that all wrong.
But the thing I wanted to tell you, Rob,
Yeah.
when you were saying, it's like, I can imagine you talking this
Yeah.
way. But
So what do we?
in the midst of
I
it,
wonder if we could just spin it around.
Is everybody good?
in the midst of it, I fucking of the actual sex, I told the girls, I was like, would you mind doing me a favor? And this girl took the words out of my head. She's like, "You want us to both suck your dick at the same time?" I was like, "I would like that very much." And they're like, "Of course we'll do that."
You
And
mind doing me a favor?
Hilarious.
yeah, and I told them while they were doing it, I was like, "If you want to cut my throat right now, feel free. 'Cause it's not going to
it
get
ain't
better than this."
You damn right.
I got to laugh.
Go out on
Which felt
top,
nice.
baby. Go out on top.
Oh.
Pull that Tim Duncan, put the ring on, and walk the fuck away.
Stab me in the heart.
Hey, I'm out, baby.
Yeah, that was a real
God.
highlight. But
Now-
dude, I will say that was the first time I ever recognized sex as being a genuine addiction thing you can have a problem
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Because the day after, there was all fucking, everybody's fine, all copacetic shit. And they left the fucking apartment, went to the train or whatever, and I went to go get a coffee, and the first thought in my head was like, I could do that better.
Or what's worse is,
Why did I fuck that
the day
up?
after, anytime you see 2 girls talking, you're just like, I can get them.
Yep.
I can get them.
But that is the truth.
Two girls sitting at a Starbucks talking about bullshit on their phones. You're just like, I can get in there.
It's easier to have your second three-way than your first three-way.
Because it's not awkward anymore.
And you can talk about it.
Yeah.
And it gets it in their head. That's the thing. You're a catalyst.
Hey, I happen to notice you guys enjoying your coffee here at the Starbucks.
You know, this is the sexual equivalent of the popcorn fucking in a frame of a film. You can fucking talk them into it with you. You put a little subliminal advertising.
Yeah. Telling you, Sam knows.
Yeah.
Sam knows what I'm talking about. This fucking guy that I work with.
Hey, y'all having coffee over here? Funny thing about coffee, we can put 3 different things in them.
I like to put two sugars in a cream.
I was so pumped. I was so pumped. I went back to the bar like the next week and told this bartender I
You
work
like
with.
it black, do you?
That's right.
I told him I had a 3-way,
Yeah.
and this is what he said because he's this like fucking model actor kid, and he was like, "Oh, that's fucking great, man. I remember my first 3-way." I was like, "God, don't talk down to me. How many 3-ways have you had?" He's like, "Yeah, like 5."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then he told me, he's like, "You know what my dream is? To have sex with 2 sisters at the same time." I was like, "This is a drug. This is a drug, 100%."
Bro,
I want the twins.
the
I
twins.
think they were-
There are all kinds of those
not
benchmarks
real.
you hear people talk about. The twins, the mother-daughter. I'm just
that's
saying. You
disgusting.
hear
Are you
people. You hear people
That's not
talk
that's
about
not human, man.
Bro, you
That's
didn't
not-
grow up in Southeast Texas.
No, I'm sorry. The father, that's a
That's
broken
fucked.
person.
No, this is why.
The mother and daughter are broken, and the person who wants to get in.
No.
Hang on.
Hang on.
They're all broken.
Let me clarify.
They're all-
Let me clarify. I don't mean at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
what are you
It
talking
means I hooked up with the daughter, and then one night I met this hot MILF out somewhere, and then after we fucked, I looked at the pictures on a dresser,
There we
and I was
go.
like, oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Rob.
Because the difference
That's
between-
not wrong. That's
difference-
just,
yeah,
you're an unstoppable.
That's the
street
difference between
beast.
21 and 36. That's it.
Yeah. No, you're just
Or
a street-
38 or something. I don't know.
In that context,
math.
you're fine with that.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
my friend has a term for that. You're just a street beast.
Street beast.
Can't be stopped.
Street
beast.
Running through the fucking city. Just fucking everything that'll
beast.
Yeah.
Like, I would go watch that movie.
Yeah. It would just be a guy.
Hello,
fucking
the people that call me on the streets, they call me the street beast. I thought maybe we could have 3-way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know where you're from.
I tell you
I
what,
like it.
bring your friend. Is he boy? That's
He
all
is
right.
an understudy for a gay German magic show.
Yeah.
That's all right. You can bring boy. We do boy 1, and that's fine. But I am street beast.
Are you training Django to take your job?
No, come on. You don't want to fear the street beast.
My God.
I will bring the thunder.
You better wear a rubber with street beast.
You know what? It cannot contain it.
I believe
It
that.
cannot be held in by condoms.
You've got full-size crabs.
That's right. They serve my crabs at Long John Silver.
Dungeness? What is
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll street beast. I'll straight street beat you.
Yeah, it's only
You
impressive
took
as
the
a guy.
most gangster sounding name and just fagged
Hey,
the
just
shit out
fucked
of
it up.
Street beast. And he's
Why? I don't think so.
Beast mode, bitches! Like, that's what you just did. That's what you just did.
Maybe you'll come.
I'm a fucking silverback, thank you.
You come with me to disco. We'll show you who's street beast.
Shut up,
Yeah,
honey
this
badger.
is like what happened to the mohawk haircut.
Oh, God.
It used to be a tough thing.
Yeah. And
First
now,
they took the tattoo, and then when the mohawk went, that's when I just was like, it's over.
Oh, you
Are we
know
talking about
It's over.
lesbians?
Funny story. Funny
douches.
story. I had one.
Normal, regular, boring fucking people working a Mac counter with a fucking mohawk
I
and a
didn't
face
even
tattoo.
think about. I'm like, hold on. I remember this. I remember being a kid thinking body has a mohawk, dangerous.
Yeah.
To now I'm
mohawk
like,
tattoo.
yo,
was-
this dude's a
Get the fuck outta here.
pansexual. This nigga,
Pansexual.
this nigga fuck choo-choo train style right here. This is choo-choo train fucking right here. I remember my mind switching into
He's
that
got
as
a
a kid.
mohawk with a spider web
With a-
tattoo on the side of his shit, and he's knitting a fucking sweater outside.
They look about as dangerous as those old Double Dragon villains. Like,
The 2 chicks in the fucking
with the whip and
Yes.
the tank top. Like, if you,
It's almost like if I see a mohawk, I'm like, not only can I whoop your ass, I want to. I want to.
You know what, Trey? You go get a gun. We fuck a choo-choo style.
Are you a guy in this story?
street beast.
Nobody knows.
That's true. I am eclectic.
What does that mean?
You know, eclectic.
Oh.
It could be anything to a chameleon.
Oh, eclectic.
That's what I say.
I thought
Street
you
beast.
had like clock
The
parts.
street
for it.
beast is a chameleon.
Street Beast is hilarious.
Street beast.
I'm just gonna imagine somebody that's got all the surgeries. You got big, you got big titties, huge dick, the ass,
Like the guy.
dragon style. He's got on a fucking fuchsia trench coat.
Yeah.
Damn, Street Beast. Just
guy.
fucking
It's like the guy who kills Mad Max.
yes. Just sexually dangerous. Yeah, bro.
going in for my final one.
Yeah,
They don't know what to call it yet.
Superhero.
The tongue is split.
Your
got
final
a fucking
form.
horn in the middle.
Whole thing.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 tanks.
And you only
yeah.
have sex missionary. Oddly
Dangerous.
enough.
You fight crime sometimes.
Well, you know,
Nigga melt villains with his cum.
I told you the fact that someone has not done a Thai superhero called Ladyboy I want that to happen so bad.
I also like the idea of a group of trans people called the X-Men.
Oh, why do I like that?
okay, I get to be Professor X. I call it.
By the way, Street Beast undefeated in breakdance battles.
Right?
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated in dance battles.
Yeah. He has a sign outside his house. Come
Tonight
around
we
here,
will
you
pop
get
and
busted.
lock.
It's not even around his house. It's just written on the underside of his cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you will pop and lock and spiel.
Even Papa like a spiel. I like that.
I bet you do,
You know
Street
what?
Beast.
You know what? Street Beast approved.
Street Beast.
What streets are you from?
The minsters of Hoffenheim.
I'm picturing a yellow brick road.
I would often go down
That intersects a rainbow one.
Electric Avenue, I'm guessing.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I would often go down to the bodega and say to the man, please give Street Beast some water.
Like Street Beast is on hard times.
No.
Came by here just asking for some water or vodka. I don't know.
God,
Or
damn,
GHB, I think.
And I only do missionary because I don't make Jesus cry.
And religious. Didn't see that one coming either.
Right.
Rob's doing all the things he's not.
Yeah.
Street Beast.
Street Beast.
I have more of this whiskey.
Please, here, help
I
yourself.
think it's necessary.
Sam, pour him a shot. We have tiptoed our way through threesomes. Trey, you've had one before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was two dudes or two chicks.
It was 2 chicks.
Okay, and
Well, I thought you said you liked the other one more.
I have no.
Or just hypothetically.
The idea,
Theoretically.
there you go.
Yes.
I speak in that region. I don't know about shit.
okay, so
That's what you need shrooms for.
so you did it and it went how?
You know, as I think back, it was very poor. It was a very
Weren't happy with it?
It was if I had to grade it, it's about I got like a 47.
I think that's a pretty average.
This is
47.
No,
what?
that my threesome got retake tests written on this shit.
They told you how you did face down.
Yes,
like
it was. Yes, exactly. Your shit.
That's Owen Dunn who did it with the pictures. That's
He had to clean their house for extra credit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that's a common
That's
thing.
why he wants another dude to come in so he can get graded on the curve.
No, but
Please see the teacher.
All right,
yeah.
we
everybody was bad.
that's
Oh, well, at least it wasn't
Me
just you.
and no, that's what I'm saying. If threesomes are group efforts, nigga, we all got an F. When you
It
get
was a
an
shitty
F, as
comic. It was a shit crowd, man. It wasn't me. The crowd
we
fucking
was
sucked.
bad.
I'm only as good as the worst of us.
Right.
We was
It's a
bad.
link in a chain. So
Yes.
Bad.
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
It was bad, Paul.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was quick. They was built wrong. It was just too much. I was like, this is not the threesome I imagined.
You got to get some listeners to call in and help him out.
We're
You got to
trying-
redeem.
Wait, built wrong?
Yeah, you know, remember the fucking like the roast battle? Everybody was built like some shit.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Yeah.
2 JBL speaker built bitches. I had.
If you want to participate in Trey's future sexual exploitations, call
Couple
us
of toasters.
323-510-7468.
Lampshade built bitches.
Are we able to go around and ask more about this, or are we running out of time?
We're out of time. I want you to come back.
We'll do a whole other
Can we-
episode
please. Yes.
on weird sexual exploits.
Absolutely. There's a lot to be said.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin.
You're Paul Oddo at Paul Oddo ODDO on social media. You know how to find Sam, Trey, Rob, and myself. Collectively, everything is at Praise Whiskey. We love you guys being around. You can always go join the Patreon. That's a big thing too. And we'll see you guys on another episode soon. Thanks for being here, Paul.
Thanks for having me.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.